Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I believe I'm on the save file. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm still sharing my poem. I'm gonna go whoever I just clicked. Okay, Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, Prince. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Oh, we're just stabbing right at the heart right now, aren't we? Oh. Do you want to get smacked? I gotta say, no, not really. Okay, right. Just gonna. Okay. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah, told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Or are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I mean... But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about a simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm sorry, Natsuki needs to have like her own stupid sport anime thing. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, we have one person left. I only can show it to Yuri. Yuri shares with the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish her reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through... Oh! God. Wow. We're just... Ooh, right through the heart there. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri brushes her face... Buries her face in her hand. Yeah, brushes her face in her hands, yep. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize with new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Ooh. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback, like how I just skipped through Monica. Natsuki can be a little biased, but... well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. No, I want to hear. Come on. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or me. Or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Oh. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? The music just changed. That's the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber's glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Huh. I'm sorry. I have such I can read it, kind of. I wasn't thinking that at all. It looks like but you took a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also liked the poem, even though it's short. It's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Nothing at all. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. To be honest, since it was our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Nah, get into the dark stuff. Come on. Make me age restrict this video, please. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Colin. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the oh my god, we're getting into the psychological... And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I agree. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. No, that's fine. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Yeah? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with... Oh my god, we're getting to the argument. Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Colin did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, like knives. Sorry, foreshadowing. Which I haven't yet. And Colin liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Colin appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Colin started showing up. That's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned toward me. They just noticed I was standing there. Colin, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. How am I explain that to her, Colin? Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Colin? Well, how did I get dragged into this first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think they're more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be... Help me. Sayori. Yeah, everyone's fighting, making Sayori uncomfortable. How come the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Colin, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. It's in here. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. Apparently not. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Why are you looking, Sayori? Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead. God, I'm so mean. But sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. Ugh. Monica. Stop. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Colin, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. Okay, that being said, I'm going to come back at this. So next episode, I'm going to write my poem. That being said, goodbye, everybody.